Good morning, good morning, good morning. I look like a hot mess. I don't care. Good morning. I want to attempt to make this quick, but I don't know how quick it's going to be. My baby is whining off and on. So we'll attempt to get through this thing um, in a decent capacity. So, listen, I'm attempting to go live weekly, but it's been so difficult. It's been so difficult with a teething baby. Um, I am the T out of the real life TV. V is currently at work. And I want to talk about something like this topic is so interesting to me that I just learned as I'm learning today. I mean, I knew before, but now it's just starting to sink in. I don't know about for you, but for me, I was somewhat of a tomboy. Um, Growing up, I liked playing basketball and doing most of the stuff that the boys do. Boys just seemed like they had way more fun than the girls. And I wanted to be a part of that. I just always wanted to do what the boys were doing. They just had so much fun without all of the, I don't know. I don't want to say like crying and stuff, but boys just seem to have more fun, right? Uh, if you see me stop at any point, it's because I gotta go get my baby, who's watching TV and playing with her toys. So the boys seemed to have more fun. They were outside, ripping and running. The girls wanted to play tea party and grown up and whatever that is. I don't know. But it was more like a family type of vibe that the girls wanted to do. They wanted to play like these games with baby dolls and stuff like that. And it wasn't really my thing. It wasn't necessarily my thing. Okay, I'll play with them. I'll play with y'all because, we're here and we should be playing together. But as far as like baby dolls being my thing, it was never that. I just didn't really care about it. Granted, my stepsister, my sister, right? I call her my sister. She had like probably 30 Barbie dolls that she got over time. So whenever we were visiting each other, we would have all these dolls, which included Ken, which included the Barbie house and the car and all of that. We had the whole shebang. Okay. And you think about how we were being prepared as kids, right? They market baby dolls to girls. They market Barbie for girls. They market certain things to girls, and it's as if they are training and conditioning us for our roles in society as women, as moms, right? So I feel like it's only fair to do the same thing with boys. If we're gonna do the whole gender thing, why not do the same thing with boys, right? Yes, the boys get the little small cars and little action figures and all of that stuff. That's fun stuff. That's fun. But what about like the responsible side of things? What about the responsible side of things? So the girls get the baby dolls, which you got to take care of, and the boys get the trucks and the action figures and all of that, right? Which, to a certain extent, you do have to maintain a car, but a lot of guys don't know how to fix cars themselves these days, so we can't use that argument, right? So, what can we use in replace of, right, baby dolls for boys? Or should we give them baby dolls, so to speak? So the reason I brought this up is because um, if we are being prepared at young ages to take care of something as girls, then boys should receive the same treatment. So, in my opinion, and you can chime in and tell me if if you agree or not, respectfully. In my opinion, I just feel like, before I get to that, can you just go to the right hand corner and like this video so that it can get out and let me know what type of content you guys like and all of that stuff? Just go to the top right hand corner and press like and subscribe. So in this case, and I don't know about for anywhere else, but I'm going to talk about the United States because people are going to start chiming in. We don't do that here. Well, in the United States, I will just say that here. Okay, because some people be doing a little bit too much on these lives. Um, if girls get baby dolls, what should boys get to show a certain level of responsibility? You can give them chores. Don't get blocked, please. You can give them chores. We give both chores. That is not the statement here. That is not the question. In this case, because she's giving a baby doll to her, what should baby boys get, young boys get? Right? What should baby boys get? Go find something else to do. Thank you so much. So, boys, thank you, please. Boys should get, in this case, a puppy. Because that's a real life responsible thing that they could care for, that will prepare them to grow over time, that could teach them about life cycles, because puppies go through different situations as well. And I just feel like puppies are like the best examples for boys. For example, my son has had 2 dogs, right? The first situation, we're not even going to talk about that. But the second situation, he has a puppy. And he has to make sure that the puppy is... Listen, give me a second, because you're not... no. No, no. No. Let's go ahead. I could easily ignore you too, because, yeah. There's a troll on my video. For those who are going to watch the replay, there's a troll who has nothing else to do, because they never have anything else to do except harass other people. Give me a second. So in this case, I feel like puppies in particular give boys a great way to show responsibility, to learn about life cycles. As the puppy gets bigger, it grows, it has its own challenges, it has its own whatever, growth spurts, whatever. And it teaches your child about their level of discipline. Are you willing to get up early? How often are you going to take the dog for a walk? How often are you going to feed the dog? There are certain levels to it that requires their attention. And I feel like it's a great way to exercise that. You okay? I'm going to be in and out of this conversation, because I gotta make sure this trash is out. Okay. So as I was saying, dogs teaches boys how to um, take care of someone. It teaches dog. I mean, it teaches dog. It teaches them to create a schedule. It teaches them about discipline. It teaches them about so many other things that are needed as a family guy, a family man as you get older. It just teaches them a certain level of responsibility that um what my baby doing? That I think is very important and synonymous. She's sleeping like that. My baby fell asleep all weird. I had to go fix her up. But it teaches them a certain level of responsibility that will prepare them if they want to be husbands. If they want to be husbands. They don't have to necessarily be, but if they decide to be, then it teaches them a certain role. If they decide to have kids, it teaches them a certain role. If they decide to be a part of a community or whatever the case may be, it teaches them how to be a part of that team. Whether they play sports, it teaches them how to be a part and to take care of and to be there for their fellow man or whatever. You see what I'm saying? So I feel like just how girls get baby dolls as gifts, as presents. Not to say that boys should constantly be getting pets, but I think them getting some type of pet teaches them a certain level of responsibility. Now, you can tell me how you feel about it, respectfully, because somebody just got silence because I don't have time for that. It teaches them about some level of emotional intelligence, which a lot of people don't have clearly, which is why I'm blocking and deleting people. It just teaches you so many different things. With a baby doll, um, even though it's not a living thing, it's still helping with the imagination. Girls like to talk a lot. We like to think a lot. So it teaches us how to work things out and process things in our minds based on um, what we've seen in our environment, what we've been taught naturally. That's that nature versus nurture thing. And it helps us with playtime. If you know anything about psychology, you will know that all of these things are important as you develop and as you grow, right? So there you go. And another thing is girls naturally do things. We naturally do things, right? And for boys, it's not always a natural thing. So I think that having a puppy will definitely bring out certain things in them. Hi, how was your day? My morning is going fine. So those are my thoughts. Those are my thoughts, and I want to know how you feel about that. Should this be something universal? Should everyone experience this instead of always getting baby dolls as gifts for Christmas? Should should little girls get something different? Um, Trucks or little soldiers or whatever. Should they be receiving some of those types of gifts on holidays? And would you, and this is the controversial topic, would you give a baby doll to a young boy and teach him how to care for it? That's all I'm saying. This is in the world that we live in. People are attempting to get rid of the gender role thing. So if that is the case, we have to start introducing kids to different dynamics. Meaning, or for example, girls not always getting baby dolls. Give them a pet. Give the boys a pet and see how they handle that and watch them grow up with the pet. So, for example, my son has a dog. He had a dog before, and he's learning different ways to handle the puppy. He's learning different ways to um, he's learning things that he can't do because he has a dog now. He's learning that he has to create a certain schedule in order to keep up with the dog. He's learning all these different things, especially playing sports and all of that stuff. He has to be mindful about what he does. And if we were all taught that at the beginning, just a pet, we're not talking about those of us who had to babysit babies, actual babies, while we were babies. I'm sorry. That's just me because I'm an older child, and that made me not want to have kids for a very long time. But anyway, you're beautiful. Thank you. I just think that having a pet would help that child. Now, for me, I'm not necessarily a dog person. I think that dogs have a lot that you got to do with them and consider, as opposed to a cat. I'm a cat person. I love cats. They're really independent. You take care of them to a certain extent, and after that, they're like, "Listen, I got it. You ain't got to do all of this, okay? You don't have to do all of this." And so, um, yeah, it's just something to think about. It's something to think about. Um, yeah, it's something to think about. Let's see. The trolls are out. Oh my gosh, the trolls are out so bad. Um, yeah. So that's the question of the day. That is the question of the day. Hold on a second. Oh my gosh, my allergies starting to act up, y'all. My bad. Um, so yeah, it's a question that we have to think about, especially being a part of the society that we're in now, where we are starting to shy away from gender roles and traditional ways of doing things. So it's important to ask these type of questions, because if the younger generations are pushing away and pushing back those older ideologies, then we have to start developing different ways to prepare them, right? Still prepare them, but also teach them a little bit of old school too, because don't sleep. Those old school ways go a long way. They go a long way, and it taught me a lot too. So we have to be mindful of how we are pushing off certain mindsets or pushing off certain ways of doing things just because that's what we're used to doing. We have to introduce the newer generations to different ways of doing things, because some things are outdated. And so in this case, when you bring in something like a puppy or cat to a situation, or bird, or whatever type of pet, it introduces the idea of, it's not just about me. It's about community. It's not just about me. Somebody in my family might need help. It's not just about me. My friend might need help. It's not, you see what I'm saying? So it takes you out of the mindset of me and into the mindset of community, responsibility, preparing for adulthood. Not necessarily that you have to be an adult at an early age, but it prepares you, it steps you. You see what I'm saying? So that's just something that I was thinking about. Hopefully y'all got the message. If you like this video, if you like the topic, I'll be coming back to do more, hopefully a little bit more organized, but I can't always promise that because my baby is usually crying. She actually fell asleep right now. But it is my goal to come on and talk about a different topic every week, at least once a week, especially as I'm building up this channel. So be sure to let me know your thoughts in the comments, respectfully, and we can have some good conversation, because we want to build community here. We want to build community. We want to build people who have something to contribute to the conversation, something to contribute to how we're growing and moving through society. You see what I'm saying? Not trolls who just be on here just doing nothing, except spreading stuff for no reason. I'm not intimidated by that. But anyway, um, oh yeah, that's my thoughts. I heard that I'm supposed to do a live for at least 30 minutes to an hour. I'm not doing all of that. What I will do is create a schedule and attempt to keep that schedule. And when V is off, it's really difficult to do lives because sometimes he's still busy when he's off. And then sometimes I'm just dealing with the baby, so I just don't have the time. But anyway, I appreciate you guys looking and watching and hopefully thinking about what was said in this live, and hopefully chime in what you think about it so that we can continue to grow as a community. All right. Cheers, y'all. Y'all have a good day. Peace.